Family, 28th, Sunday 28th, 2025 Gregorian years. Sorry, I got cut off because the train came. What I'm saying is there's no record. That's all it means. It doesn't mean the person has died. It doesn't mean because they have no burial ground that the person didn't exist. Like you're giving a date. So you have records, let's say up to 1944. So now you're saying that they're dead. Or maybe they're like me and they realize that this is all a scam. And so they were able to get out of the system by not putting themselves in paperwork. So legally, what's going on here? Legally, they're dead. How about that? And I was told on Friday, by the called Jasso, I think it's called something like that. Basically, an organization that accompanied people after the war. That actually, I said, well, if you don't have documents on George, does that mean that he died? Does that mean that he actually went to Auschwitz? And now they're saying, oh, it just means that we don't have records, and we didn't accompany him after the war. But you just told me that he's gone to the camps in Auschwitz. That's what the document has said. But now that we've questioned it and we had our spiritual meeting with George at the shower in Drancy in the forest there, it's now changed. And a new image has popped up on the Shoah website. The first image now is his name on the wall of memory, which was not there for a whole year. All I'm saying, family, is that you have to ask questions. It's all I'm seeing. This thing that I've got going on with Koji, with the medical system, you have to ask questions. They're coming back. It's all unfolding like this. They say this, I say this, and we get up here. Before it was like this because I wasn't able to ask questions. And this is why I'm saying they're taking me away. Stop me seeing my son because all they're doing is plugging him in. Plug him in as quick as we can, get as much money as we can, and say at the end, oh, sorry about that, ma'am. Sorry about that, madam. Ask questions, family. Find out about your family. Speak to whoever you can, even if it's not a blood relative, someone who knew your family member. If you're going back in the archives, go to those places. By grace, I was called. I was called, spiritually to go to these places. Sometimes I'm just sitting in bed. The next thing it's like you're getting lifted up and you're going somewhere. That's by grace, but this is what I'm saying about fasting. That's what I said at the beginning of the last video. When you fast, you're giving your body the chance to recalibrate, for your brain to just have a rest. It's not hyped up on sugar. It's not hyped up on wheat. It's not hyped up on anything. Even those of us that are eating well, even if you're eating fruits and vegetables and, certain nuts and being in the sunshine, it's about having a break from anything, having a break, when we're having our break fast. But we're breaking our fast first thing in the AM when we should be resting still. It's not as soon as you get up, you're supposed to just fill your stomach. And a lot of us are still doing that. I invite some of you to start looking at that, to breaking your fast a bit later, more like 11 or something, if possible, without any medical conditions, so-called medical conditions. So I just ask you to think about those things. I ask you just to take care of yourselves, to just be a bit more understanding of the things that are going on. A bit more understanding of the things that are going on, and just be aware that actually whatever they say doesn't mean that it's true. This is very important. It's not because somebody tells you something that that's true or that it's real even. Because there's truth and then there's reality and then there's the ether, and ether knows. Father knows, mother knows. Mother Nature knows, Father Sun knows. Energies know. So just keep your mind open, your eyes open. This is what I'm saying about please eating well and fasting, because this being in the sun more. I know for us that's in this hemisphere over here, it is getting chilly. Days are getting shorter, less sunlight. But while you're able to see the sun, please go ahead. Please bathe in the sun, gaze in the sun. If you haven't been doing it, I don't suggest doing it for long periods of time, and just take a bit of time. Just be in the sun. Even if you close your eyes, just be in the sun, be present. Try and get to places, look at places that are actually known as portals. There's lots of, especially in France, there's lots of areas. In England, there is, I mean, you've got mounds. Wherever you've got a mound, you'll find a portal, family. Look in, you know, like in Scotland, in Wales. In England, there's a, you know, I can think of a lot of places. Message me. It's a train coming. You've already seen the back. Anyway, so I'm going. We'll see once we get to this venue. And we give thanks.